I'm taking a strap. I'm strapped up.
What's happening? What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 193 of the SZN Podcast. I'm your host, Kam.
I'm your host, Flowz.
And as always, guys, please head over to our Instagram page, which is SZN Podcast, or our Twitter page, which is SZN Pod. There's a link in the bio on both those pages there. We'll take you to where we're situated at streaming-wise. So if you like your audio, Apple Podcasts and Spotify link is there. If you like your visuals, YouTube link is also there as well. So make sure you do that for us, guys. Much appreciated. Flowz, how are you? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thank you. It's a bit of more of a calm down after the excitement and just chaos of last week. It's been a bit more chill this week, right, in the boxing streets. So, looking forward to just breaking down a more relaxed week that's gone by. We didn't really preview a fight too tough for last week, Flowz, did we? I mean, we briefly mentioned about Jose Ramirez being back in action and Virgil Ortiz being on the other card. So might as well start with that. We can quickly run through that. Jose Ramirez was fighting Ramirez, Barthelemy. Experienced guy, been around for time, and you're laughing already, Flowz. I know why you're laughing, because obviously we've watched this fight now, and it's actually, we spoke about it was chaos a little bit as well because of Barthelemy's actions. Obviously, we expected Ramirez to sort of come through this quite easily. You know, Ramirez is an ex-unified champion at 140 pounds. You know, ex-world level fighter, probably still is world level, but since the Josh Taylor loss, Flowz, he kind of has had a bit of, I won't say issues, but he's kind of fallen off, like, out of the limelight. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Can't forget, he's only lost once to Taylor, but he's had issues with inactivity. And I'm going to guess maybe there might have been issues with his promotion, because obviously we've seen he's moved from Top Rank now to Golden Boy. So this is actually his first fight on Golden Boy. And a good opponent to go in against. Barthelemy is an ex-champion, two-time champion, actually. We were all expecting Ramirez to sort of go through this quite simply, right? Quite easily. But it was anything but, right, Flowz? It was a real test for Jose Ramirez. And Barthelemy was killing me, Flowz. Killing me. Because if we fast forward to I think he's hurt him early.
Yeah.
But it's this third round specifically, Flowz, where he just went crazy. He's hurt Ramirez with a left hook, right, Flowz? And Ramirez is in trouble. It's a flurry of punches, and we see Ramirez go down. Clear knockdown.
Yeah.
But Flowz, I could not believe my eyes what I saw. This guy's on the ground, on like all fours kind of thing, Flowz. And Barthelemy still punching him, licking off shots.
Flowz,
the referee had to run to Barthelemy and push him away. Because he wasn't. This guy is downed. He's down, Flowz, and he's going back of the head, just laying into him. Flowz, I kid you not, I shouted. I couldn't believe what I saw.
Bro, I had to rewind it so many times. Count the punches. I counted 6 or 7 shots of him unloaded on Ramirez on all fours.
Ramirez is like, Flowz, he's like this.
And he's unloaded on him. Now, listeners, you all watch boxing, you know you can't punch once the person's down. And once the person's down, that's a knee. A knee touching, a single knee, you're not allowed. It's not my dick. You're not allowed. The rule state, I've seen people get points deducted. I mean, if you're into the YouTube boxing, I've seen 2 points deducted for punching after someone's down.
I'm even sure I've seen DQs from that.
I thought it was going to be a DQ. I'll be real with you.
Yeah.
I thought that should have been a DQ.
Flowz, it was really 6. Not 1, not 2. Like, we can understand sometimes you're in the flow of your combination, and just 1, he's down. You don't expect him to go down. So as he's just gone down, you've hit him. We've seen that before. Fine. You get admonished. You might even get a point deducted for that.
You might get a point deducted for 1.
For 1. Flowz, it was 6 unanswered. Just and this guy is down. In fact, Jose Ramirez is even lucky, Flowz, that he came out of that unscathed, because we've seen people get really injured from stuff like that. You know, it's super dangerous, Flowz. Back at the head punches as well.
Yeah, and Barthelymy's reaction was what was
Flowz,
killing me.
thank you. Because what was killing me was the referee shouting at him, saying, bro, you throw the referee. In fact, the referee didn't even count. The referee said 2 punches. He said you hit him twice. Barthelymy's like, huh? No, I didn't. He was trying to argue.
I couldn't believe what Barthelemy was moving like. I think he even accused Ramirez of punching him on the back of the head.
Yeah, nah, I could honestly, Flowz, insane, so funny.
Oh, I couldn't believe what I saw. And yeah, fortunately for him, he didn't get a point deducted.
Flowz, it was so bad, yeah, that the referee completely forgot that it was a legit knockdown. That Barthelemy.
The referee completely what the referee accused
No,
him of pushing him down.
the ref said he pushed him down.
Yeah.
It was actually a clean perfectly fine knockdown. But I think the referee got so caught up in the whole, this guy's unloaded 6 or 7 unanswered punches that he even forgot about the whole, I don't think the referee saw it right. All he saw was the punches. Yeah. So he made up a scenario because it was a clean knockdown. And really and truly, Ramirez should have got an 8 count, really and truly.
Yeah.
He was down legitly. But obviously those actions afterwards just completely screwed up the referee. Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah. It's insane how enough. It was literally like 3 seconds that whole period, or 5 seconds, and it's saying 5-10 seconds of something. And they're all lucky. All parties are lucky. Ramirez lucky he wasn't badly hurt. He's lucky he didn't get counted that an 8 count. And Barthelymy's lucky he didn't get DQ'd or 2 points deducted or whatever because he deserved it. I can't lie. Wherever he got, he deserved, but he didn't get anything. Just a warning.
And I said, Flowz, obviously after that round again, the same punch, the same left hook, trouble Ramirez. He actually got hurt later on in that round as well. After everything got, after all that sort of thing got after he recovered and whatnot, he got caught again.
Yep.
And the entire fight, Flowz, just Barthelemy was killing me because just the way he was fighting, Flowz, anytime he had Ramirez hurt, he was there looking to unload, but even the way he was on, like, it was all like jittery and like, you know what I mean, Flowz? It was like trying to unload everything. And it did, in the end, it didn't work out for him because obviously he saw Ramirez get the composure back, Flowz. The class started to show. Ramirez started to really bang to the body, I think, that really slowed. Because Barthelemy I think he's about 37, isn't he? He's not young.
Yeah.
So I just think Ramirez's youth, relative youth, came through for him. And then he started to become more dominant later on in the fight, and he was the one pushing it, and he hurt Barthelemy a few times towards the end, Flowz. So, but by then I think he built, obviously he got a sizable lead. But yeah, just those couple rounds, Flowz, it was quite hairy for Ramirez, and Barthelemy was really catching him and hurting him. And just a very funny. That round 3 was elite, Flowz. Hilarious round 3.
Great fight overall, man.
Yeah, the crowd.
I'm just entertainment.
Even 4 and 5, the rest of the rounds, the crowd was really into it. It was really exciting. You see I remember when Ramirez had Barthelemy hurt. I think obviously it was like a hometown fight for Ramirez. So you're seeing the crowd go crazy. Oscar obviously there going, shadow boxing and whatnot. It seemed like it was a very entertaining fight, Flowz, and good win for Ramirez. I don't think it's just a win that sort of, because I think last week I kind of mentioned that, he'd be probably looking to re-announce himself at 140 pounds, Flowz, and get in the mix. I don't think it's that type of performance. He said afterwards that it wasn't his best performance. He was not too happy with the performance, but he got the W against a tricky opponent. Maybe another. Yeah. So,
he's been out for a while. He's not been active.
So I think maybe another fight at least to try and, shake off the ring rust again and maybe perform better would be good for him. Don't think he's quite ready, Flowz, to go into the mix straight away with the Regises or Haney's or Tiafimos and whatnot.
We know what we get with Ramirez. That's his style. He's a dog. He will dog it out regardless. That's what he's about. His bread and butter is offense,
Mexican style.
Proper Mexican style. So even when he's hurt, that's when he enjoys it more. You see, he just kept coming after he was down, kept coming forward, got right up, press the action.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a super entertaining fight. Barthelemy, at some points he had his hands down. I don't know why. Yeah, great fight. But yeah, Ramirez, good to see him back. Be active, and then you can get right back in the mix.
Thanks.
I don't mind him being thrown in with one of the killers now because he's going to give them trouble. He can give anyone trouble.
He give him trouble. I just don't think it's within his. If he wants to give him the best shot of winning, I don't think he should go in there yet. One more fight at least minimum, and then go. But he's another one we can mention that's in the mix still. Quickly talk about Virgil Ortiz Flowz because it's going to be quick because the fight ended in one round. Dulorme, another well-known guy that's been around the divisions. With experienced. Virgil Ortiz has Flowz. He didn't really do much up until when he landed the body shot. To be honest, he's blown this guy out of there in one round. He's landed the peach of a body shot, Flowz. And you them ones where you know straight away the person's not getting up. They're writhing around in pain, rolling around in pain. So it's nothing we can take from his performance, Flowz. It's typical Virgil Ortiz, isn't it? That's what is that 21-21 now. He stopped every one of his opponents, hasn't he? So he's obviously moved up to 154, as we know. The power is always going to still be there. That's not going to go. In fact, it probably gets even more devastating because he's got that weight added to him. So his fight's really next up. I mean, the fight is Tim Tszyu, right?
Yep, it's pretty much lined up. Before this fight even took place, they announced it that it's going to be next. So that's a great fight.
That's not on the thingy card, is it?
What card on?
No. It's I know what card. Yeah. I was getting confused. Which? Oh no, I was getting confused with another card. Don't worry. But yeah. It's Tim Tszyu basically, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm not sure the dates or what card it's on, but it seems to be like. But Tim Tszyu have a fight lined up?
Yeah.
I know, no.
Wait,
he's got a date lined up, no?
I swear he has.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, apparently not. No.
Okay. I thought you had a date lined up.
So that's why I was confused. I thought, wait, is that on that? Yeah, okay.
Because Fedura's fighting. Fedura's got he's got a date lined up for Fedura? Or
he's meant to fight Spence, isn't he?
Yeah, but I thought they had a date lined up and whatnot.
I don't know if it's been. Wait, is that the only PBC thing I've seen recently is the Tank announcement?
Yeah, I don't think it's on that. I guess PBC haven't announced, but we know their plans. And definitely, well, Tim Tszyu and Virgil Ortiz is a good fight.
That's a cracking fight. That's a cracking fight. When you get, I'm looking forward to it. If I get to that first, that's all offense, no defense in that fight. That's a cracking fight still.
It's a very good fight. And shout out to Virgil Ortiz. He's always been about making these fights.
Facts.
And we called on him to see him more active this year. He's fought twice this year, both 1 round knockouts. So
hilarious.
both. So he's probably had that 5 minutes of action. However long, in however many years. So, but this is certainly a big test for him.
Yeah. Just again with Virgil and Flowz, we're just happy to see him back. Obviously, he went through some health problems. So any opportunity we see him we get to see him fight, I'm happy. And as you said, just keep being active. He's got lost time to make up for, even though he's still young. But it's good that they're giving him fights quickly. But I don't think that Tim Tszyu fight will be a one-rounder, boy. That one potentially might be a war. So I look forward to when that one gets announced. I look forward to breaking it down with you as well, bro.
The date has been announced. I don't know what card it's on. It has been. It's Crawford Medvedev card.
Okay.
It's the LA card.
I was thinking, wait, which one is it? Is it because I was going to say, wait, for what's it? I was saying, it's not the 5v5 because I know that card. Thank you. Okay, yes, it is the Crawford. Yes, it was. I saw the card.
Thank you to His Excellency once again.
By the way, that card is stacked again.
Yeah.
That card is elite because what? You've got Isaac Cruz defending this title against Valenzuela. You've got David Morrell Jr. is in action on that card. Who else? Yeah, it's just a really good card.
Andy Ruiz versus Big
Baby Miller. Yep.
Jarrell Miller. Yeah.
Yep. That card is sick. Yeah, quality card.
Like I think you mentioned before that it's the first Riyadh season outside in America. So I think that's in LA.
LA.
Okay. Yeah, great fight, great
because you know
cards.
how, again, that's a slap in the face of Oscar, because you know he was saying, "Oh yeah, don't want to do real teasing because we want to put these fights on in America," and His Excellency was like, "Well, what did he say? He said you will not be missed." Or something. Like, he took the piss out of me.
Like, have you seen him begging it with? I don't know if you've seen His Excellency showed the DMs with Oscar, and Oscar thanking him and giving him his props and saying how thankful he is for this and that. So they seem to have, Look, His Excellency is just interested in making the best fights happen. He doesn't seem to be a man of ego.
But it's good because it shows that. You see these comments to Hearn, or like, the Instagram comments recently to Hearn, ridiculous. Anyways, it's good that this Riyadh season, again, it's a milestone moment again, because obviously it's in America, and it shows that, look, they're just not locked to Saudi Arabia. They can put these fights on anywhere. So all the American promoters are worried about doing this. Boy, you should be worried, because if His Excellency's bringing the big fights to your shores, if I'm you, I'm going to try and get paddy with him, because he's going to keep on putting these big fights, and he's got the bank to do that. So, yeah, man, happy for that. But we'll discuss that card, Flowz, when it comes to it. Shout out to Virgil Ortiz, another great win. Shout out to Jose Ramirez as well. Good to see you back. Let's talk about next week, Flowz, because we've got two big fights to talk about. First one is concerned the face of boxing, the real face of boxing, as I like to call him, Canelo Alvarez. He's man. He's. I said, no, not anymore. Oh yeah. AB too. Shout out to AB. But Canelo, his usual obligatory made a fourth slot against. He's defending all his super middleweight titles, his undisputed super middleweight championship belts against Jaime Munguia, which is a fight that we didn't necessarily call for, but it's a fight that we all expected, kind of. To be honest, Flowz, no hate aside or anything, it's a good fight. Jaime Munguia is a good fighter. He does, provide a stern test. He's a fresher fighter. That's been active, comes forward, aggressive, good offensive fighter. It's something that I'm sure Team Munguia has been gearing up for a long time, and Oscar as well. Especially when earlier in his career, Jaime Munguia was actually dubbed the new Canelo. So, and we can't forget as well, Jaime Munguia is undefeated. Kind of similar in a way.
Yeah.
Not trajectory, but in terms of like, he's had like 50 odd fights almost. Yeah. Been active from he was young, undefeated. So yeah, there are similarities between the two, but a lot of differences, Flowz. And from the boxing standpoint, Flowz, I just don't think Jaime Munguia can live with Canelo from a boxing standpoint. And even though, like I said, it's a tough test for Canelo, I expect him to come through with Flowz. I don't think Jaime Munguia has the beating of Saul Canelo Alvarez, to be honest, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, bro?
I agree. Jaime was almost not dubbed the new Canelo in a sense, like you say, same kind of background trajectory. But he hasn't gone through the tests as such that I need to see from him. The way I called on, what's his name? David Benavides to go through those tests.
Yep.
Jaime Munguia has actively avoided those tests, courtesy of Oscar De La Hoya, I'm sure. Because every time he takes a step forward and he steps up, we see him go and fight no names. Turning down mandatory spots and title shots repeatedly. Repeatedly. I guess this is the reason why he's doing it, so he's got what he wanted. But like our big unk Kenny Porter says, preparation. Preparation. I don't like his preparation to step in with Canelo. And to me, it's a cash grab. I don't see him winning. Now, that's not to say Jaime is not a good fighter. He's a very good fighter, but defensively, he struggles. Whereas Canelo defensively is good, very good, elite. And offensively, he's very good. So, yeah, I can't see Jaime Munguia hanging.
He's an opponent, I think, that plays into Canelo's strengths, unfortunately, too much. As you mentioned, the offense and defense, Jaime Munguia not being the best defensively. I think the only time we've actually seen him be good defensively might have been a John Ryder fight. But John Ryder is someone that you could say is, not as good as he once was. But Canelo's strength in his entire career has been his elite counter-punching flows. He came in the game as an elite counter-puncher. And I just think due to the way Munguia, look, another fighter that when he's in his flows, Munguia is, beautiful to devastating. But he's the one that really throws them hands and he puts them punches together, right? But he leaves himself open. And it's just screaming for Canelo counter, pop, boom, Flowz. It just screams it to me. I'm playing it in my head now. Just got played it with Ryan Garcia and Tag. He could walk into something mean. And we know what Canelo has power-wise. We've seen him break faces. We've seen him break people down to the body, that kind of stuff. So, yes, he's going to have the size and reach, which every Canelo opponent does anyways. But Canelo is a fighter that sort of is able to negate size and reach with any fight, apart from Dimitri Bivol Flowz. Any fight that Canelo's fought, really and truly, he's been able to somehow negate the size and reach for, apart from Floyd, obviously. But yeah. So, I just think that Jaime Munguia, unfortunately, is going to play into Canelo's hands a little bit. But that's not to say I know he'll be competitive, Flowz. I know he's going to go for it. He's going to try and apply pressure and let those hands go. But I just think Canelo's just too good of a boxer, Flowz. Too experienced as well. And has just been tested at a higher level, Flowz, to Jaime, which unfortunately is going to count against Jaime. But we say Jaime's best opponent, Flowz, if I'm being honest, probably Derevchenko.
Yeah.
And that was a cracking fight, by the way. Cracker of a fight.
Yeah, great fight.
One of our fight of the year contenders for 2023. And so Derevchenko is no scrub, as we know. But that's probably his best opponent. I'm looking at his recent Flowz. That's his best opponent. Like, apart from that, you got John Ryder, Jimmy Kelly, Gabe Rosado, Zerameta, Spike O'Sullivan, Dennis Hogan, Liam Smith, Saddam Ali. Like,
Gabe Rosado was a cracking fight as well, no? That was a good scrap.
It was a good scrap, yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
The thing is,
levels.
We've seen Canelo's levels, and he's beaten better fighters than Jaime Munguia, or fighters who are at a higher level than Jaime Munguia is currently. Yeah. So we can gauge. But look, anything can happen. This is boxing. We've certainly seen that happen.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not going to now say that it's not impossible. It's definitely possible, Flowz, and he's good enough to do it. Jaime Munguia, as in, like, in terms of, like, he's not a scrub, right? Top level fighter, champion before, undefeated, fresher. He's 27, so he is a good fighter. But it's just the levels I expect from Canelo to show. And there's been some question marks, Flowz, about what was Canelo's last fight?
Mel. Was it Mel? Yeah, Mel.
Was it Mel? Okay, yeah. But obviously, after the John Ryder fight, there were some questions and marks about whether Canelo was finished, and we're like, come on, guys, no. And then obviously, the Mel fight was one of those fights that I think people were expecting much. I expected what I saw. I'll be so real. I knew Mel would, Mel was just happy to be there, to be honest. Yeah. So people weren't happy about that, but I think that's not on Canelo really yesterday. It was more Mel that got killed for his negative performance as opposed to Canelo. But I don't think this hopefully should show a reminder, Flowz, what things could potentially happen, Flowz. Munguia's been down before, no? He has, I swear. Has he been down before? I think he might. I feel like he might have.
Should he have been down against Derevchenko? Was he kept up?
Checking out. How's Munguia?
We're gonna put him down.
No, I'm pretty sure he's been down. Too sure. I'm not too sure. I feel like he might have been dropped, but anyways, Canelo, I think, he's got the capability of stopping it. Flowz. I'll be so real. And
he's got chin, Munguia. I'll give him that. He has got a chin because he's taking shots.
Typical Mexican. Yeah, of course he's got a chin. But again, Flowz, you can see Canelo hurting, but can you see him hurting Canelo? Canelo's got the mega chin. We still have not seen Canelo rocked or wobbled in his entire career. So I don't expect him to hurt Canelo, which is, the issue. I can see Munguia being stopped, but I'll say Canelo UD. I'm going to go with Canelo UD.
Yeah, I think Canelo UD. people get to certain points against Canelo when they choose to survive almost.
Yeah.
I don't think Munguia is going to try and survive. We might do, but I think it's going to be a Canelo UD, and I don't revolt back the trend in terms of beating Canelo on points deservedly. You don't beat Canelo on points. You don't really beat Canelo on points.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should be a good fight. It will be a good fight, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'll tell you who needs to get Munguia with Flowz. Oscar is Oscar's been praying for that Munguia dub. He needs one over Canelo badly. Yeah, in fact, we need Canelo to win this just because I don't want to see how insufferable Oscar will be if he loses to Canelo. So, if Canelo loses. So, yeah, hopefully Canelo comes through with that W. But Flowz, just to touch as well, the undercard ain't bad either. It's a good undercard. You got Jesse Magdaleno versus Brandon Figueroa. I suspect that'll be a cracker.
Okay.
Mario Barrios is fighting Fabian Maidana. It's Maidana's brother. For one of the interim welterweight belts. And Stanionis, a name we haven't mentioned in a while, he's defending his regular belt against Gabriel Maestre, undefeated Venezuelan fighter. So decent undercard, to be fair. Some decent fighters on the undercard. But yeah, the main event should, prove very, very, very exciting. Let's talk about a fight, Flowz, that actually is going to be on the Monday. Yeah, we tend to drop on Tuesday, so it's worth talking about this fight on the 6th. It's happening on the Monday the 6th. It is what's his name? Inoue, Flowz. Inoue versus Luis Nery, Flowz. Inoue's defending his undisputed belts. At super bantamweight, I think he's at. But yeah, he's defending his belts. This is his first defense. Obviously, he won the belts against what's his name? Tapales.
Yeah.
It's not stop Tapales. Good fight, Flowz, to me, because Nery is an ex-champion. Powerful fighter as well. Carries a lot of power. Mexican, been in there with a lot of good guys. He's only lost once, but very, very good fighter. It's quite funny as well for us because Nery has been banned from Japan for a while now, or he's suspended by the Japanese Commission. He's only just had his status
really?
Because do you remember Shunsuke Yamanaka?
Yes,
he was an ex-champion. God's left, they call him, cold champion from Japan. So Nery, he was a long-term champion at bantamweight.
Nery, wait, was that what it was?
Yeah, that's what he got back for. So originally, right?
He banned him.
So I'll break it down. So basically, Nery fought him, I think, in America.
Yeah.
And he beat him and won his title. So this guy's a long-term champion. He lost. He was favourite to lose, and Nery beat him. But then Nery failed the drugs test. He failed the drugs test. So it got ruled a no contest, I think. They ran it back in Japan. And Nery's then missed weight.
Yeah, okay.
And then knocked him out in 2 rounds. But apparently, Flowz, in Japan, missing weight, they take it bare serious. Like, it's a proper, you know how Japanese are, right? So
you do what's right, you do what's...
Bro, you know how Japanese are. Missing weight in Japan, Flowz, is usually an immediate suspension. They suspend you. So that was like way back in 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
So it's only now that they've had his suspension lifted to fight the Inoue fight. But in Japan, like, he's hated. They hate him because he knocked out their champion in front of them, but he missed weight, which is probably seen as proper dishonorable. So yeah, you know how the Japanese are with honor. So it's hilarious that apparently he's like obviously he's calm. Obviously he's in Japan now. He's done a lot of apologizing. He said, I made a lot of mistakes when I was younger, blah blah. But yeah, they really hate him. So if he pulls off the upset, Flowz, they might ban him from the country. Full stop. And he better not miss weight or fail any drug tests again, because already he's on sketchy. He's on icy ground. So boy, but yeah, good fight though. And he's talking smoky, Flowz.
Yeah,
I don't know how wise it is, but to that Nery is good. I do rate him. He's powerful as well. He hits hard, aggressive, but he's talking smoky. He said he's basic, overhyped. Doesn't see anything special. He trusts him. I'm the one to beat him. I'm going to expose him. I'm thinking, swear. Don't know if it's the wisest thing to do that with the monster, bro. But hey, I'm here for it. You know, I'm always here for smoke talk, Flowz. Let's see it in the ring. Very good fight, Flowz. I do expect Inoue to come through it though, because Inoue is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Nery gives him some problems in there.
Yeah.
But we want to see Inoue challenge, don't we? We don't want to see him blow it, because at the moment, Flowz, he's been just destroying everyone. Like the way he did Cool Boy. Oh my gosh. And Cool Boy is cold. The way people are there saying, looking like saying he shouldn't even be in there with him. So yeah, man. I want I'm anticipating a good fight, Flowz. Hopefully it's competitive. I don't want Inoue to stay down there too long, Flowz. I'm even surprised. I thought he was going to move up straight, because he's been collecting undisputed, then moving up straight away.
Yeah.
But he did say after Tapales that he is going to stick around for a bit. I don't want him to stick around for too long. I do want to see him I want to see how far he can go. I can't lie. Because I think he can do, because he's 2 divisions below 135, I think. Yeah. I think he can do the division. I think he can become an undisputed division above. I think that might be Joe Cordina's division. It's at 135 where I'm like, okay, now I think you got to relax. But I think he can do 130. I think.
Yeah, we'll see. I think it'll be competitive, but he just always finds a way. The power, he's got power, that boy, the monster. We've always said it, power for power, one of the hardest hitters. So
yeah,
Mistake could be in trouble. In big trouble.
And he can box as well, as we know. Yeah. But yeah, that's Flowz. That's it for the roundup, Flowz, the review. The preview, sorry. This week has just been the usual Twitter antics, Flowz. You see Tank has found his voice again. He tends to, when he's leading up to fight time, Flowz, Tank likes to talk a lot. Him and Shakur are now going back and forth. Yeah. It's funny how all these men have beefed each other. It's hilarious. They all beat. Tank's gone at Devin. Shakur's gone at Devin. Now Shakur and Tank, like they all go at each other all the time. Tank has gone at Floyd as well. So obviously their relationship isn't the same as it was. But Tank is saying how he's got what, won a couple fights left in his current deal, and he said he's guaranteeing that Shakur's gonna be one of them. See, I've heard it all before, Flowz. It gets tiring for me. I doubt it. I doubt. Leonard's there saying, "Yeah, I promise you, Tank's gonna see every one of these guys." I guess when it does happen, Flowz, it'll either be some bogus stipulation, or maybe these guys are finished. I don't know. So, yeah, I don't really care for that, man. I just hope Tank is focused on Frank Martin, because I know Frank is focused.
Yep.
That's a good fight, Flowz, as we know. Very good fight. We'll look forward to breaking that down when that happens. But yeah, that's it really. In terms of the boxing streets, I guess. Conor Ben's calling out new opponents every day. Different opponent every day. Yeah, man. It's usual.
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 Shout out to Bill Haney and Floyd for that amazing line they gave us.
Bill Haney is a sicko. He loves it too much, man, Flowz. He's actually weird.
Yeah.
Hilarious though, but
How old is he? Nearly 50?
Yeah, he loves it way too much, man.
I'm in the street.
Way too. I'm 50 though in the street.
How can you say the boxing record don't matter, but the street record? Never mind.
Bill's ridiculous, man. He's hilarious, but absolutely ridiculous.
He knows what he's doing. It's all entertainment.
Look, it's all drama interest. That's it. All drama interest. That's it. But Flowz, Devin's post, man. I'm not really, Devin's my guy, but I'm not really feeling the post, man. He was there saying, he blamed the weight. He said, I do think the weight really had the issue, blah, blah. I think he should have left it out, man.
It's all narrative building, man. I get it. I didn't read it because I saw the excuse, but I just think it's narrative building. The same way Ryan used the narrative against the.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. But I wasn't a fan of Ryan doing it either. So
yeah. But I see why it's done. Your fan base will run with the narrative.
Yeah,
and it can help give a rematch and whatnot. So yeah, it is what it is, man. Boxing is boxing.
Boxing is boxing. I don't know if Ryan Garcia is taking the fight seriously or not, but Ryan Garcia is still moving mad, by the way. This is probably gonna be his new thing. Just move mad.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. Anyways, Flowz, let's call it a day there. It's been episode 193 of the SZN Podcast. Once again, I'll be your boy Kam.
I'm your boy Flowz.
And listeners, please keep supporting, liking around them streams. Peace.
I'm taking a strap. I'm strapped up.
What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.